Hi, I'm on my way home now. I'm exhausted. You were working from home today, right? Could you make me something for lunch, please? What? I had enough of that Weasley Melissa woman I told you about. She was really getting on my nerves, so I just told them I'm leaving.
Are you serious? Again? Did you really just quit another job? You just started there last month.
I know, but I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Couldn't handle what? The idea of actually working for a change?
No! That boss was a total nightmare. Always breathing down my neck, telling me how to do everything.
That's kind of what bosses do, Taylor. It's called supervision.
It was ridiculous. I'm not a child. I know how to do my job. And she was so patronizing about everything.
Did you try talking to her about it?
You think I haven't tried talking my way out of things? Of course I did. She wouldn't budge. Said it was company policy.
Taylor, this is serious. We need the money. You can't just quit jobs whenever you get a little stressed.
Don't worry so much. I'll find something else. There are plenty of places hiring.
It's never that simple with you. You can barely hold down a job for a few months.
Ugh, I am so over this conversation. Typical man, moaning about money all the time.
Typical man? I'm the one who's been keeping a roof over your head while you do whatever you please.
Oh, here we go. So it's my fault we're broke. Don't forget who paid all the bills before you lost your fancy job.
That was different. Don't act like you were doing me a favor. You owe me for years of picking up the slack.
Whatever. I'm not in the mood for this. I'm going to relax and enjoy my hard-earned day off.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts, because soon enough you'll be the one scrambling for any job you can get.
Guess what? I've got some great news.
Did you finally remember to pick up milk? We're out again.
Seriously, always with the grocery list. No, it's better than that.
Let me guess, another amazing job opportunity fell into your lap. Is the boss a condescending nag too?
For your information, yes. Got a new job, start next week. It's a small business, but it looks promising, and the hours are good.
Well, that's a relief. Any bets on how long this will last?
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Look, I want this to work out, but you know that your track record isn't exactly stellar. Just try to hold on to this one, yeah?
What's gotten into you? I'll have you know I've been super productive these past 2 weeks. It's just hard to job hunt and do all the chores around here.
Funny, because the kitchen looks like a tornado hit it, and laundry's piled up higher than Katie.
I'll get to it, jeez. Just needed a little breather after that last job fiasco.
A breather that magically started the day you quit and hasn't ended since. I don't expect you to be a super maid, but a little effort would be nice.
Oh, here we go. So it's back to me doing everything now that I'm not the sole breadwinner, is it?
You haven't been a breadwinner for months. And this isn't about who earns what, it's about basic respect and pitching in.
Respect? How about you respect that I needed some downtime after dealing with that witch of a boss?
And I needed downtime from being the solo housekeeper, chef, and bank account while you play at job hopping. Where is my downtime?
I don't see you complaining about Katie needing stuff. You love being Mr. Perfect Dad.
Don't drag Katie into this. I adore her, but that doesn't mean I don't get exhausted too.
So what? I'm just supposed to never rest? Not allowed to have a bad day? You both just expect me to run around like a robot all the time.
No one expects you to be a robot, but being part of this household means not being waited on hand and foot.
feel like a frickin' stranger in my own home. You treat me like I'm some lazy mooch instead of your wife.
I'm tired of the cycle, Taylor. You find a job, last a few weeks, then it's back to Ken will handle everything. I am done covering for you.
Fine. If I'm such a burden, maybe it's better if I just leave for good, huh? Make your lives easier.
Stop making threats. It won't magically fix the pile of dirty dishes or our strained relationship.
It's not a threat, Ken. I'm seriously considering it. Why am I even trying anymore?
Why are you trying? I'm the one who's been holding this family together while you flounder around.
Flounder? Is that what you think? Just forget it. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Hey Ken, hear me out. I really need to vent. The woman who's supposed to be training me at my new job is totally useless.
It's only been 1 week since you started and you're already complaining? Taylor, how do you know whether or not she's useless? You barely know anything about the job yet. How can you judge her?
I don't need to know anything about the job to know she's useless. I've been a provider long enough to recognize an incompetent person when I see one. She's younger than me. I've been in the workforce for years longer than she has. I don't know what the company was thinking, putting someone like her in charge of me. No one at this company has any idea what they're doing. It's a total mess.
What does it matter if she's younger than you? Age is irrelevant. You're a new employee who just entered the company, so of course they need to train you.
They're treating me like I have zero work experience. I'm a seasoned professional. I've handled budgets, projects, the works. And yet, they've made me learn how to answer the phone correctly and use the copy machine. It's humiliating.
If it's that humiliating, then why did you insist on changing jobs? What was wrong with your old one? All your colleagues were lovely people. I also enjoyed getting to chat with them at your office parties, and they did a lot to help you out.
I felt like I was stagnating at that company. There was no potential for me to grow there. I needed something more fulfilling. Men need to feel respected and valued in their work. You wouldn't understand.
I've said this before, but I'll say it again since you didn't listen the first time. Please, promise me that you'll stop quitting jobs out of the blue, especially not before securing a new job. I wish you would discuss these things with me first, like couples are supposed to do. We're a husband and wife. We're supposed to be a team, and you can't make such big decisions that affect both of us without talking about it first. Plus, Katie is still in university and needs our financial support. Things are already stressful enough as it is without you changing jobs every 5 minutes.
Oven starts chipping in. I shouldn't be the only one providing.
Savings because she knows she can't rely on you. But you quitting your job so often does have a job. It is not fair.
Don't at me like this. You never support me. It's my turn to pursue more ambitious opportunities.
You say that every time you change jobs, and then you just end up quitting again when it gets tough.
Oh, come on. That's not true. It's a person's right to explore their options.
The money Katie and I earn makes it possible for you to quit your job so often. If it weren't for us, we'd be homeless. You seriously need to get your act together and start taking some responsibility as a mother. Katie is going to be a legal adult soon, then she'll graduate college. You're going to regret not making the most of the time you spent with her. You don't have much left.
What do you mean I don't have much time left with her? I'm not that old. I look younger than my age, don't I?
I'm not talking about you getting old. You do realize Katie is planning to move out after she graduates college and finds a job.
What? Why should she move out to waste money on rent? Her place is with her family until she gets married.
She wants to move to the big city to work. She doesn't want to be stuck in the back end of Beyond forever.
Sure, it may be a small town, but there are plenty of men for her here. There's no need for her to go to the city where it's expensive, busy, and dangerous.
There are things that she wants to do that she can't do here. You can't deny that career options are limited in this town. If you care about Katie, you'll want to see her flourish on her own and support her life choices. That's your job as her parent.
Yeah, I get that, but...
You do love her, don't you, Taylor?
Of course! She's my daughter! It goes without saying that I love her.
Well, if that is true, then don't you think you should be trying your best to support her? You should work really hard at your new company, try to get promoted and get a pay rise, so that you can help her with the expenses of moving out and get... You just don't get it, do you? You're completely missing the point that I'm trying to make. Name one thing that you've actually done for Katie in her entire life, besides doing the bare minimum of providing financially. You say that you care about her, but your actions don't show it. How is she supposed to know that you love her?
Didn't I make her breakfast and drive her to school when she was a kid? That's quality parenting time.
Yeah, when she was in elementary school. She's in college now. Do you realize how long ago that was?
That's not that long ago. It feels like it was practically yesterday.
I know. It feels like yesterday that she was in elementary school to me too, but for her, it's over half her entire life ago. When she was in middle school, she wanted to stay late to hang out with her friends, but you said no to everything that she wanted to do. You always said that things were too frivolous, a frivolous waste of time.
Going to the mall to hang out with your friends isn't important. You just focus on your studies and don't worry about that other nonsense. Speaking of which, even though I said no, you still went behind my back and let her go hang out with those girls. Now you're complaining to me about money, but it's all your fault we didn't have the funds to spare. You're really starting to piss me off.
Isn't it a parent's duty to allow their children to explore things and find out who they are?
Because you let her do everything she wanted to do, and we had to scrimp and save on everything else.
Excuse me? That's not the only reason money was tight at the time. You decided to switch out of a perfectly good, stable job. You wasted so much money on new clothes for yourself, constantly going to bars. You even took that ridiculously expensive girls' trip to Vegas.
That was the one time I decided to prioritize my own needs for a change. It's important for a woman to look after herself and invest in her appearance. And all my friends were going to Vegas. Why should I miss out? But you ruined my fun by threatening to kick me out unless I went crawling back to a job I hated.
Yeah, and that job lasted all of years before you decided to ditch again. Like you always do. You're a serial quitter.
I'm sick and tired of being spoken to like this. It takes a toll on my well-being to have you constantly nagging me. My health is suffering. I just get more and more stressed every time I talk to you.
Fine, whatever. My lunch break is over anyway. I need to go back to work.
Sure. Go back to slaving away for a boss that doesn't appreciate your hard work. If you're so worried about our future, maybe take a good look at yourself and your own prospects. You're not exactly getting any younger. Have you considered what you bring to this family? Hey, Ken, where the heck are you? The house is empty. Where the hell is my dinner? I'm starving. Use your brain for once in your life.
I'm not at home. I'm still at work. I can't exactly make you dinner while I'm at work now, can I?
You're working overtime again. That's the third time this week. Sheesh, some things never change. Time for you to start polishing up that resume.
Hey, I've got an idea. Since you get to leave work on time and get home earlier than me, why don't you do the housework?
You're joking, right? Housework. Wow. Because I'm a woman. Talk about sexist.
Katie and I are too busy, but you have a lot of free time, so it makes the most sense for you to do it. It's got nothing to do with our genders.
I've been at work all day. I'm tired. All I want to do is put my feet up and relax. A woman needs some pampering after a hard day, wouldn't you agree? That's a man's job. Besides, housework is beneath me. What am I, a homemaker? I'm a working woman.
Being a man or a woman has nothing to do with who does the housework. We need to work together. Being a family means everyone works together to support each other. You're really gonna lose what little respect Katie has left for you if you keep on like this.
Lose respect for me? Why on earth would you lose respect for me?
Because of your old-fashioned sexist attitude. Please, you do literally nothing for this family.
Hey, a woman needs to feel provided for and protected. You think that's easy to find these days? What exactly do you feel you do around here? What gives you the right to talk down to me like this? What kind of a man are you?
Oh, you know, just working a full-time job like you. Also doing all of the housework on top of that. Plus, I did all the work raising Katie. You never helped out even once. Where were you in all of that? What have you been doing all this time? I'm not saying it's only a mom's job to raise the kids, but it's certainly your responsibility as much as mine.
Have you not been listening to me? Like I said, I've been working.
You weren't working every minute of every day. And what about all the times you quit your job? You didn't do housework then either. Instead, you made Katie cook dinner and clean the dishes even when she should have been studying for her exams. Seriously, does making our lives easier never occur to you? Do you not care about us?
That's all in the past. There's no point in dragging it up and complaining about it now. Besides, cooking isn't a woman's job. This isn't the 1950s.
Excuse me? Everybody needs to eat, whether you're a man or a woman. Are you saying that all the successful women in the world never cook for themselves or their families?
That's different. They're focused on their careers and they can afford help. That's the life for me. I'm out there in the working world, just like any man. I shouldn't be stuck in the kitchen. It's degrading. If you're really as passionate about equal rights as I am, you should be doing the cooking.
Is that so? Well, there's obviously no point in trying to argue with you about this. Okay, then if you refuse to cook, then the very least that you can do is some of the cleaning.
Cleaning? Are you actually thick? Housework isn't just a woman's work. What do you not get about that? Men should take pride in helping support powerful, independent women like me. Let me focus on my career in peace and stop nagging me with all this domestic nonsense.
That's just as sexist as old-fashioned men expecting women to do everything, isn't it? It's obvious that you don't really care spouting these stereotypes whenever I ask you to help around the house.
I'm bringing money into this house. You have no right to criticize me. How dare you ask me to do cooking and cleaning? I'm a working woman.
Do you honestly think that makes any sense? The cooking and cleaning still needs to get done, and recently it's all being left to me. Okay, I get it now. There's clearly no point in continuing this conversation with you. Nothing is gonna change your mind.
Finally. Okay, then come home quickly and make dinner. Oh, by the way, the bathroom also really needs cleaning.
It's gonna be hours before I come home. If you're really so hungry, just make something for yourself. Warm up leftovers or something. It's not that hard. If you can't even do that, then you'll just have to shut up and wait until I get home.
Hey, Ken, where are you again? Today is your day off, right? Shouldn't a good husband be at home taking care of things? You forgot to make my lunch again. Do you expect me to just starve?
There's some instant noodles in the cupboard. You can eat them. You can manage to boil some water for them by yourself, can't you? Or do you need Daddy to do that for you too? Is that beneath an independent businesswoman like yourself?
I really don't like your tone. What's up with that? You're talking to me as if I'm a child.
Yeah, you're right. I'm talking to you like you're a child because you act like one. You're an overgrown child. You're over 40 years old and you can't even make instant noodles for yourself?
I said I won't do it, not that I can't.
But you actually can't though, can you? That's why you say you won't do it. You've got to stop relying on me for so much. Grow up already. What am I? Your father? Are you a baby? You literally can't do anything for yourself. You should be embarrassed.
Excuse me? Seriously, what's up with you lately? You've been really rude to me. You have no right to speak to me like that when I'm the one bringing home the money in this house.
Bringing home the money? Is that so? I don't know where you got that idea from.
I saw your bank statements. You really have some nerve to complain about how much I contribute and what I do for the family when your income is barely there.
Oh my God, you really are clueless, aren't you? I made the right choice after all. I've decided that from now on, I won't do anything for you. No cooking, no cleaning, no laundry, nothing. You can do it all yourself.
Oh, you really think you're something special, don't you? You have no right to be bossing me around when you only earn $750 a month. You better watch it or I'll kick you out. There's no way you can support yourself on that kind of money.
$750 a month? Oh, I see what's happened here. That's the money our daughter earns from her part-time job.
What do you mean?
The bank statement that you saw was Katie's. You must have got confused because we have the same initials and it was addressed to Kay Brown. But we have different titles. I'm Mr. and she's Miss. Did you check that properly?
You mean that's the money that Katie makes?
Yes, she works tutoring younger kids. She's been doing it for a while now. You must be pretty surprised, huh? It's not much different to what you earn yourself.
What are you talking about? I bring home $900 a month. That's way more.
Are you being serious? You should be embarrassed by the fact that your college-age daughter makes only $150 less than you working a full-time job.
Well, how much do you earn then? No doubt it's less than both of us. Katie being able to earn so much working part-time must be because she's got my business sense.
Me? I earn 3 times what you do.
Say what?
It costs a lot of money to keep this family going. There's the rent, energy bills, groceries, Katie's tuition fees. And that's without considering the financial setbacks you've caused by constantly quitting your jobs. We can never depend on your income. So I had no choice but to find a well-paying job.
Do you really earn 3 times what I do?
Yeah, I do. I'm up for promotion soon, and then I'll be earning 4 times what you do. When we were younger, my salary was also really low, so things were incredibly tough. I don't ever want to go back to that again, so I worked hard to really increase my income.
Nope, I don't buy it. You're lying.
I am not lying.
Well then, you must be delusional. Do you actually believe your own lies? I can't believe I'm married to a crazy person. Do you think I was going to believe you? That you would act like you're better than me? You're
totally pathetic.
The one who's delusional here is you. You're always going on about being a modern, independent woman, but you don't actually stick to any job once it gets tough. You just quit. I have just done what I've had to do in order to support this family. I actually took responsibility, unlike you.
Yeah. Quit deluding yourself. Get back home now and make my dinner. I'm starving.
For goodness sake, please don't make me say it again. I am not going to do anything for you anymore. You're old enough to look after yourself. In fact, you'll be pleased to know that I'm leaving.
Hey, Dad, can you pick me up from Jessica's later? Mom's supposed to, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, no worries, kiddo. Already on my way. Anything else I should grab while I'm out?
No, I'm good. Thanks, though. By the way, have you thought about that thing we talked about? You know, moving out?
Every single day, Katie. Honestly, I don't know how much longer I can take this.
Me neither. I'm so over her drama. Can we just do it already?
Almost. I found a little apartment we can afford. A bit smaller, but nothing we can't handle. Rent's prepaid for next month, so we just need to get organized.
Yes? Thank goodness. So when?
I was thinking this weekend. It's a long one, gives us more time to pack discreetly.
I can help. Even if she notices boxes, I bet she won't care enough to ask what's up. She's totally checked out lately.
That's the sad part. I almost wish she'd yell or make a scene. At least that would feel like something's happening. This icy silence is worse.
I wish she cared about us, like at all. It's not just the housework. It's like she's on another planet.
I know, honey. I tried for so long to make it work, to get through to her, but it's no use.
I'm glad you're not blaming yourself anymore. It was never your fault she's like this.
I get scared thinking about you growing up with her as an example, Katie. No daughter should see their mom act.
I mean, who even texts their kids to get out of basic mom duties?
Honestly, it breaks my heart. And the worst thing is, I don't think she realizes how messed up that is.
Remember that time she forgot my birthday? Then made a fuss about how I was ungrateful for the cake she bought a week later?
Sadly, I do. We're not gonna let her do that to you anymore. That's a promise.
This new place, it feels like the start of something good. It can just be us, and it'll be calm and normal. Plus, it's super close to my college. We won't have to worry about crazy commutes.
That's right. It did work out nicely with the location. Well, as normal as it gets with your old man. But yeah, quiet dinners, just hanging out, no more tiptoeing around. It'll be good for us.
The other night she was ranting about some new job she got. Didn't even ask about how my day was. Can you believe that?
Believe it, but soon that won't be our problem anymore. Few more days, Katie, and we're out of here.
It can't come fast enough. Maybe then she'll finally realize what she's lost.
Maybe, but if she doesn't, we'll have gained so much more. It's about time we focus on ourselves.
Hey, so when are you two coming back? It's not right for a wife to be abandoned by her family. I'll forgive you if you apologize and come home soon.
I handed you the divorce papers when we left, didn't I? Did you forget? Or maybe you bumped your head, got a concussion?
Stop trying to scare me with that fancy lawyer talk. Sure, we were all hot and bothered about a divorce in the heat of the moment. But I bet you've calmed down now, haven't you? You don't have the guts to actually follow through. You think you could ever find a woman as good as me? You'll regret it for the rest of your life if you leave me. I'm way out of your league.
I don't care if I never find another partner again. Anything is better than being with you. I'm fine on my own.
Sure. Whatever gets you through the night. I'm tired of these childish arguments. If you want my forgiveness, then come home and apologize. You have until tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm really going to sign those divorce papers.
That's exactly what I want you to do. That's why I gave them to you in the first place. Katie and I have our own place now. Why would we come crawling back? We don't need you.
You have your own place.
Yeah, we moved in the other day. That's the reason we left last week. Didn't you notice all of our stuff is gone? Katie's old room is completely empty now.
So where are you living now?
Not a chance that I'm telling you that. I don't want you showing up and causing a scene.
But what about this house? Who do you think is going to pay the mortgage?
I've prepaid the mortgage up to next month. After that, it's your problem. I'm not responsible anymore.
Wait a minute. You mean you're actually serious about this divorce?
Absolutely serious. Don't think that I joke about something this important. I don't make empty threats. When I brought up the divorce before, Katie and I agreed to give you one more chance. We made it very clear that this was your last chance. Remember that conversation?
Yeah, but I never thought you'd actually go through with it.
Wishful thinking. I miss having your optimism.
But aren't we a family? We've been together for over 20 years. You're really going to throw all that away over a divorce?
Throw what away? The years are long, but you haven't contributed a single thing around here. I shouldn't have bothered with another chance. The only reason I did was because I couldn't bear seeing you lose Katie. I thought I could tolerate you as long as you cared about Katie. Now I see that you don't truly care. You just talk a big game, but you never follow through.
No, that's not true. I care about Katie. Of course I do.
It's not enough to just say it. Real caring involves actions. Katie feels nothing for you, doesn't feel loved by you. So we both decided it was time to go.
Really? How could you do this to me? I can't live without Katie. I can't believe you're taking her from me. And you too, Ken. I can't imagine my life without you. Please don't leave. I'm begging you.
Those were your exact words last time we discussed divorce. It's not gonna work this time. You promised me you would change, but you haven't changed at all.
That's not fair. I have changed. I'm bringing in a paycheck now, even if I do have a younger supervisor giving me orders.
It's great that you're working, but that's literally all that you do for us. You never did anything else for this family. Families are supposed to work together and support each other in all aspects. If bringing in money is all that matters, then Katie and I were both working too, so what else was expected of us? Nope, we did it all. Cleaning, cooking, laundry, shopping, without a single complaint. We're absolutely done with treating you like an oversized child.
Ken, I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry that I always expected so much of you.
So you're admitting that you'll get off your lazy behind and start taking care of your responsibilities around the house? You made that same promise last time, but you didn't keep it.
I'm serious this time. I swear I'll change.
I don't doubt your sincerity right now, but nothing you say is going to change our minds. This is the end of the line.
I really do regret what I've done. Please forgive me.
What exactly do you regret?
I regret taking everything you did for granted. We were both working. We should have both split the responsibilities at home, too. I shouldn't have made you handle all the housework. Also, for not sticking with the jobs I did get, I shouldn't have been so quick to quit when things got hard.
Seriously, you knew exactly what you were doing all this time. You saw how I would pick up the slack and thought that you'd get away with it forever. It is sickening. It makes me sick that I ever chose someone like you. I should have figured out your game sooner.
You're right. I took advantage of you. You always put up with me no matter what unreasonable demands I made or messes I created.
Yeah, I know. I've been dealing with your nonsense for too long. I shouldn't have been so accommodating. I let you get away with murder and never stood up for myself. I feel partly to blame for enabling this side of you. But this stops now. Katie and I are starting our new life, one without you in it.
Please, let's not do this. I promise I'll change. I'll do anything to make this work for our family.
You don't need a change for us anymore. It's too late. We aren't your family anymore.
Ken, I'm sorry. I truly, honestly am sorry. From the bottom of my heart. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? Anything? Please forgive me. Without you, my life isn't worth living.
Too late. The only thing you can do now is sign the divorce papers. That's all I want from you. You expect endless praise for bringing in a measly paycheck, yet you criticize me, the one who keeps this house running. The sheer hypocrisy is infuriating. You're an adult who can't even function without support. Why would I want to stay with someone like that? I don't love you anymore. Take a good, hard look in the mirror and tell me how pathetic you are.
Ken, please pick up. Ken, I know you're seeing this. Please, I need to talk. This is a disaster. I lost my job again. My roommate kicked me out. I don't have anywhere to go. I know I messed up. I'm so sorry. Please just give me a chance to explain. I miss you both so much. It's my fault, I know. I'll do anything to make things right. Please just talk to me.
Is this for real?
Ken? Oh, thank goodness. Yes, it's for real. I'm desperate.
And you finally realize that there are consequences?
Yes, Ken. I've hit rock bottom. Everything that's happened, it's opened my eyes. I never should have taken you for granted. You and Katie were the best things in my life, and I threw it all away.
Actions speak louder than words, Taylor.
I know that now. Please, give me a chance to show you I've changed.
I don't know, Taylor. It's been a month. We finally started getting settled, finding our routine.
But we're family. And you love me, right? Don't you still love me? You.
Love isn't enough, Taylor. Love doesn't magically fix everything.
Don't you want to at least try? We've been together for so long. All I'm asking for is one more chance.
You had countless chances. I don't even recognize the woman you've become.
That woman is gone, Ken. This losing everything. It was the wake-up call I needed. I promise you won't regret giving me a chance to prove it.
Talk is cheap, Taylor. It's always been.
But this time it's different. Please, I'd do anything. I'll get a real job. I'll pay back the money I owe you. I'll do all the chores. Just say you'll let me come back home.
Our house isn't your home anymore. We made a new home, Katie and me. That door's closed.
Don't be cruel. I made mistakes, huge mistakes, but I'm still human. Don't you have any compassion left for me?
Compassion? You treated me worse than a stranger. No amount of begging changes that.
What am I supposed to do, Ken? I can't live on my own. I'm terrible at everything. I need you to help me get back on my feet.
That's your problem to figure out now. It's time you grow up and start taking responsibility for your life.
It's not fair to leave me like this. I know I don't deserve it, but please. I'm at the end of my rope.
And why should I care about that? You clearly didn't care about me when I was struggling to keep this family afloat.
But I love you. Haven't all the years we spent together meant anything to you?
They do. That's the saddest part. I loved you. I trusted you, and you shattered that. You made me into someone I don't want to be. Bitter and resentful.
Katie, what about her? Doesn't she miss her mom? She needs me.
Don't bring Katie into this. She's better off without a mother who only uses her when it's convenient.
I'll be a better mom, I swear. Please, let me prove it to you, to her.
Enough, Taylor. I tried believing you before. It won't happen again. This has to stop. This is the last time that we'll speak.
Ken, wait, please don't.
I'm blocking your number. I hope you find the help that you need, but it won't be coming from me anymore. Goodbye, Taylor. After that, I did end up blocking Taylor's number, but that didn't stop her. She kept trying to get in touch with me. She bought more phone numbers, and when that didn't work, she got in touch with my family and friends. But luckily, they all knew the story and ignored her. But they told me about how she was doing each time she got in touch with them. Apparently, things never really got better for her. Her lack of commitment and work ethic has stopped her from ever working somewhere to actually make a decent salary. So she's been living on her own in a small one-bedroom apartment since the divorce. It seems like she never really believed that me and Katie would leave, and she was planning on taking advantage of me forever. She wanted to work as little as possible, while using the fact that she worked to pressure me into doing all of the cooking and cleaning. But I could only take so much. Life is a lot better for me and Katie without her. We're doing great on our own, and Katie's grades have gotten a lot better recently. I'm thinking about getting back on the dating scene, but I'll be really careful when I do. I'll make sure that I really know someone before marrying them the next time. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.